I am hungry for some pasta salad. Pasta salad may be one of my favorite things to eat in the spring and summertime. Today we are making 3 brand new pasta salads, brand new to me, maybe brand new to you. For one, we are making our own dressing, and I have to say, it was delicious and did not last long in our house. The next pasta salad is using 2 of the ingredients that I shared in a recent video that are pantry staples, so that's a win. And our last pasta salad is missing a very key ingredient, so you'll have to stay tuned to see what I'm talking about. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. Our first spring pasta salad has Mediterranean inspiration to it. It is a Mediterranean pasta salad. It is delicious, but let me tell you, I just about ruined the whole thing. It was about to be a disaster. You'll see. Let's make it. Okay, to get started, I've got a large pot of water coming up to a boil on the stove. You can use whatever pasta you want. I can't remember what the recipe calls for. I'm gonna be using bow tie pasta, only about half of this bag. You need about 8 ounces. So I'm gonna take this over there. Let's go check on the water. So the water is not quite ready yet. So let's start chopping up all of our veggies. I've got an English cucumber here. Next, I'm gonna half these cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes. You need about a pint of those. So that's what I'm gonna do. I know there's a trick that you can put these in between 2 paper plates and half them that way. Just run your knife through the 2, but I've just never tried it. You have to let me know. Have you tried that method? Does it work? That is a lot of maters, but you know what? As in the words of Cole when he was little, it's going to taste good. So now that our water has finally come up to temperature, I'm gonna add some salt. It does say to heavily salt your water, so I'm gonna do a little more than I normally would. And like I mentioned, I'm only gonna use half this bag. You need 8 ounces of pasta. I feel like that's about right. Okay, so let's let that do its thing, and we'll continue to chop some stuff up. Now the recipe calls for half of a red onion, but I don't think they anticipated the red onion to be as large as my head. So we're gonna do maybe a quarter of this red onion. Look how big that thing is. That's ridiculous. So it says to slice it. So I sliced it, but I'm also cutting these slices in half just so it's not such large pieces. It's a little bit easier to get on your fork. All right, so that's done. So we've got some baby spinach here, and it's very stemmy. Look how stemmy it is. We don't do that in this house. So, look, who wants to eat that? Do you eat that? Let me know. Do you just leave the stems on? And it's totally fine if you do, you can eat them. But I just can't, I can't do it. It's a texture thing. I just can't do it. So, I am de-stemming my baby spinach, and I will be back shortly. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna roughly chop this, even though it's pretty small already. I would just prefer to have it a little bit smaller. So that's what we're gonna do. Now let's go ahead and start on our dressing. We are making our own dressing while that finishes up. This has 6 minutes left over on the stove. So let's make the dressing. As soon as the camera starts, he's quiet. As soon as he pauses it, that mouth runs constantly.
They don't want to hear me talking.
Me talking?
They don't.
All right, let's make our dressing for our pasta salad. We need about 1/4 cup of olive oil. We need 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Y'all, as I'm putting that Dijon mustard in there, I'm like, that don't seem right. That seems like a lot of Dijon mustard. Yeah, it was, y'all. It was. It was only supposed to be a teaspoon of that. I was supposed to put in 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. So if you are like following along, please pay attention like I didn't. And don't put 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. The whole time I'm doing it, I'm like, this is weird.
That's a lot of mustard.
Okay, well.
Look, we can salvage this.
We can, we're going to. We're going to. So I took out a lot of it. And now we're gonna do things the right way.
I like a little bit of oily mustard.
Shut up.
How much you gonna put of that in there? Like 6 cups?
Okay, let me make sure. Hold on. 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, y'all. Good gracious. That just did not feel right. You know how like my Nana would say, you do it till it feels right? That whole Dijon mess, it did not feel right. I was like, something's wrong here. Yeah, I was wrong, massively. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna add in about a teaspoon of dried basil. You could do dried mint, but I don't have that, so we're going with basil. Also a teaspoon of dried oregano, about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a little bit of black pepper. Let's whisk that together. It'll be a little extra mustardy, but I think we shall survive. Let me taste that and see what I think.
Looks good.
It does look good. It smells good. Oh my. You know how something's kind of tart and it locks your jaw up?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't eaten anything today. It's almost lunchtime. I haven't eaten. So that's probably part of the issue. I just shocked my mouth with that, but that is good. So this is pretty much done. We're gonna drain this. I love this little snap-on colander. It's so nice. So now what I'm doing is shocking my pasta and stopping it from cooking and cooling it down. So I'm just gonna rinse it several times with cold water. I'm hitting on all cylinders today, y'all. I'm just firing it off. Totally forgot we need garlic. The garlic was hiding over here in the corner, and I just saw it and I was like, oh, wait a minute. So we need 1 clove of minced garlic added to our dressing. There we go. Now let's continue on. Hot mess express over here today, y'all. We're gonna add this dressing into the bottom of this large bowl. Then we're gonna add our pasta directly on top of that and toss it really well. Then let's just add in all of our chopped ingredients, our spinach, onion, cucumber, and tomatoes. This is a pretty pasta salad. We also need to add in some sliced Kalamata olives. And then lastly, you can't have a Mediterranean salad without feta cheese. All right, some feta. Mo feta makes it mo better. That is gorgeous and is gonna be delicious. So let's eat. You ready?
Yeah.
I mean, now that the clown show has stopped.
Oh, look, this is going to be delicious.
All this
I don't care
wasted
what
Dijon over here.
All right, I'm on a mission here to get all of it on the fork here. I mean, tomatoes, cucumbers, olives, pasta. Can I do it? Can I get all these layers on there? That's what I want to know.
I think I got all of it. Oh yeah, feta. I got everything.
Man, you wanted to hold on.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
struggling.
I don't think I got spinach.
I think that's all of it right there.
Okay, let me add the spinach on. There we go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Think.
Oh, wow. Mmm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man. The dressing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That'll make or break any pasta salad right there.
About broke it. About broke it with all that Dijon.
Crunchy, fresh. I love the olive oil. I'm getting that in there. That is delicious. Yeah, it's got a little bit of the tart pop there from the vinegars that are sort of blended in there. You know what's interesting though? I get the mustard just a little bit. Not much. It's not overwhelming at all.
Well, you
even
shouldn't.
when you
Yeah.
so
Even when you put the whole
just
thing
a
of
little
mustard
bit
in there. Oh, well, thank
I
you.
love pasta salads. Pasta salads for lunch, or they can be a side.
There's something about spring and summer in a pasta salad.
Yes, absolutely. Very springy.
Those Mediterranean flavors are really coming out. This is a good one, y'all. Today we are making a different pasta salad. We are making a, as Stephen calls it, Presto Pesto pasta salad. The flavors in this, it doesn't all turn into one big flavor. You can pick out each individual ingredient, but they are all perfectly combined together, and that pesto is just amazing. This is a good one. You'll want to make it. For this pasta salad, there's not a lot of chopping going on. It really is kind of throw everything in there. So I've on the stovetop got my water coming up to a boil. I'll boil our pasta. I'm using the other half of that bag that we opened for the previous one. My current favorite scent from Inglenook & Co. is the strawberry tort. Y'all, it smells just like there is a fresh strawberry pie at my house. And with it being strawberry season, it makes me look forward to strawberry pie. Our pasta is done. So let's drain this in a colander and run cold water over it so we can make our cold pasta salad. So I've got my pesto here. I'm gonna add about 1/3 cup of that into this bowl. Okay. And then to that, we're gonna add our cold pasta. We're gonna stir that around and get it all coated in that pesto. I've got these artichoke hearts that are quartered. I already drained them. I'm not gonna use this whole can, just about half of it. Honestly, I feel like even though they're quartered, I feel like I need to chop some of these. Some of them are really big, so chop them up so they're a little more bite size. I've got these mozzarella pearls. This is about an 8-ounce package. I'm gonna use about half of them, break them up as I go. Okay, that should be good. Got a handful of baby arugula going in. Man, these are some stemmy things. And I know that's kind of how arugula is, I get it. But I don't love stems, we know this. Next, we have some Kalamata olives going in. About 1/3 cup, trying to drain them as I go. We need some sliced pepperoncinis. About a third a cup. Oh, I really thought I bought sliced. How about them apples? I did not. We're gonna slice them. My bad. I was all excited that I really didn't have to do much chopping, and look at me chopping. This is how things go. So I'll be back. I'm gonna chop these up, about a third a cup of them. Okay, there we go. I think we're done chopping. We shall see. Now I'm gonna add in some roasted red peppers. If you saw my recent pantry staples or unexpected pantry staples video, you'll know that I'm using 2 of those staples in this pasta salad, which is lovely. Look, that one is forever long. Forever long. And yes, I know that's not the words to that song. Look at me doing all the chopping, and I said, we don't have to do any chopping. Lies, Mandy, lies. Okay, that should be enough. And that, my friends, is it. Let's mix all of that together. Look how pretty this pasta salad is. On top, we're just gonna grate a little bit of Parmesan cheese. That is so pretty. All right, let's try this. I haven't tasted it, so we're about to find out.
That's a mozzarella ball in there.
It's a mozzarella ball
It's a
in there.
cute little mozzarella ball.
All right, you ready?
Got some, is that olive? Olives?
Yeah. Hard to get everything all in one bite. All right, give me a minute.
I got mine. Hey, you want mine?
No. All right, you ready?
All right, wait a minute. You just look so pretty. I can't help it. All right, here we go. Ready?
I love you. Tink.
Mmm.
Ooh.
Man. Oh, man. Pesto. Is that what that is? Pesto?
I don't know where the Presto came from, but yes.
Presto! Is that artichoke heart?
It is.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
Ain't it?
That is delicious. I love the mozzarella ball too.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit different texture there.
Mm-hmm. That arugula.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like arugula, you could definitely do spinach, but the arugula gives it a nice peppery taste.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about these. Is that peppers?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all kinds of different flavors that come out of there.
I know.
You can taste almost like every single one of them. Really good. Yeah, the pesto really doesn't drown out all the flavors. You know, you get the pesto flavor, but then olives and the peppers, the arugula. It's a nice little surprise there with the pepperoncini. You know, you get that.
This is perfect for springtime. It's very bright. And like you were saying, all the different punchy flavors, they don't compete with each other. They go really well. They meld together. But you can taste each individual flavor while still getting a little bit of the pesto. Good.
It is good.
It's really good.
I love these mozzarella balls. They're
I know.
delicious. I'm gonna load up on them.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. I like the artichoke hearts. I think that's my favorite. It's the texture for me. I love an artichoke heart.
Yeah.
We're getting started on this pasta-less salad now, so it'll marinate all afternoon and we can have it with dinner. We do have a good bit of chopping to do, but it's pretty simple. And I love the idea of this. I love that I don't have to get the extra carbs, but I get all the goodness out of a pasta salad minus the pasta. So we need a large cucumber. And as I chop this, I'm just gonna be adding it into this bowl. It says a large bowl, but I think this medium bowl will be okay. I used my bigger bowl for the other pasta salad I made earlier today. So yeah, it's gonna be tight, but it's gonna be okay. Now it calls for either it calls for 2 peppers, red, yellow, or orange. Since we're using cherry tomatoes in this, that'll be red. I'm gonna use a yellow and orange. Okay, we need some onion. It doesn't say red onion, but if you recall, I have a red onion almost the size of my head, and I need to use some more of it. So let's add that in. Yeah, it's not all gonna fit. I mean, it will, but it's not gonna be pretty. So let's add our cherry tomatoes in now. Some of them are a little extra squishy. I'm not going to be able to effectively toss in this. So, okay, we're going to transfer it to this bowl. I didn't want to use this one because you can't see, you know, in the sides as easily, or you can't see from the side at all. I wanted it to be in a glass one, but here we are. Now that we're in the larger one, I'll just go ahead and chop up the rest of this orange one just because. Now, we're gonna make the dressing directly into this pasta-less salad. We need about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. So we're gonna eyeball this. And then we need a couple of tablespoons of red wine vinegar, the juice of half a lemon. I forgot, it also calls for green olives, but we need to slice them. So I'm just gonna cut them in half because these are not the giant ones. We need a good many though. There we go. So you have to tell me, do you like olives? And if you do, what are your favorite olives? I think Kalamata are my favorites, but I do love some green olives too. There we go. Okay, those are in there and they're looking pretty. We need about a tablespoon of dried Italian herbs. So Are we going? There we go. So I will be back after I add about a tablespoon of these herbs. We also need about a tablespoon of this Mediterranean spice, za'atar. Never used it before. Ordered it from Thrive Market a while back, and this is our first time using it, so I'm excited. So let me get a tablespoon of that. I need some more of those Italian herbs, I think. I don't think I got a tablespoon. I was just tired of turning it. I'm gonna add a few more. So the longer you can let this marinate, the better. That's why I'm making it. It is lunchtime. We're gonna have it with dinner tonight. My goodness, y'all, is that not, that's just spring and summer in a bowl is what that looks like. It also says you can add some garlic salt. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna add some pepper. Okay, yeah, I never would have been able to do this in that other bowl. And I still just threw some on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on this, stick it in the fridge. And we're gonna eat this with dinner tonight, and I'll see you then. Hello, sir. What you out here working on?
I'm working on my birthday present.
Your birthday present? What you got?
I got a Blackstone grill.
Who is excited? I know. Wait a minute. I need to give you the microphone.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, yeah, it's a Blackstone grill here for my birthday present.
It's not quite his birthday yet. His birthday isn't early May, but
There was no petitions for an early present, I promise.
yeah, he was wanting to order it, so he got it ordered. But it's so pretty. We got the 2-burner, and he's out here seasoning it. He's been out here working for what, an hour now?
Yeah, it's been about an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
So
And then I apologize for the sound next door. They're out here in
doing a
this
little bit of clearing.
50 acre, kind of clearing things off a little bit. So, but yeah, he's out here working on this, and I'm hoping that we're gonna get some dinner tonight
Maybe so.
off of the Blackstone. So
Put some meat on there.
I need to go figure out what meat we want to have, because we got plenty of pasta salad to eat. Time to taste the pastaless salad.
Pastaless on this. Well, look, it's a little difficult to get on the floor. Tink.
Wow.
Oh man, I think this is my favorite.
Let me show y'all. I don't
Man.
think I showed you kind of the end result after it had been marinating for a while. It kind of all softened up a little bit, soaked in all of those flavors.
Man, is it like a Greek dressing or something?
Kind of, yeah.
That is amazing.
So
Oh yeah.
that one is a winner for sure.
Very light.
All 3 of them are great, but I love that one.
It's very light, bright.
All right, y'all, we're gonna go eat. We're hungry, but you need to try the pastaless salad.